Join me as I dive into the impact of the war in Ukraine on our mental health. And see if I can uncover the connection between global events and personal anxiety. You know, it's easy to get caught up in the chaos of world events. But have you ever stopped to think about how they might be affecting your mental health? The war in Ukraine is having a profound impact on people's mental health, leading to increased anxiety levels and a feeling of helplessness that's hard to shake. It's easy to feel overwhelmed by the constant stream of disturbing images and news updates, leaving us wondering what the future holds. This sense of uncertainty can be debilitating, making it difficult to focus on our daily lives. As the crisis continues to unfold, it's natural to wonder if we're powerless to stop it. The feeling of helplessness can be crippling, leading to anxiety that can manifest in physical symptoms like rapid heartbeat, sweating, and an inability to sleep. Furthermore, the war in Ukraine is a stark reminder that we're living in uncertain times, and that can be incredibly anxiety-provoking. The constant exposure to news coverage can make us feel like we're living on edge, waiting for the other shoe to drop. And for those with personal connections to the region, the emotional toll can be even greater. Imagine having family or friends in Ukraine, living in fear of their safety and wondering if they'll be able to escape the conflict zone. The emotional burden of that alone can be crushing. In addition to the direct impact of the war, social media is also playing a significant role in heightening anxiety levels. It's easy to get sucked into the vortex of Twitter or Instagram, where every post seems to be about the latest development in the conflict. Before you know it, you've spent hours scrolling through your feeds, feeling more anxious by the minute. And let's not forget about the role of chronic news exposure, which can desensitize us to the horrors of war while simultaneously making us feel more anxious about our own lives. The psychological effects of chronic news exposure can be subtle but profound. Research has shown that prolonged exposure to traumatic news can lead to a condition known as vicarious traumatization, where we begin to experience symptoms similar to those of people who have directly experienced trauma. This can manifest in feelings of anxiety, depression, and even PTSD-like symptoms. In fact, a recent study found that people who consume high amounts of news are more likely to experience anxiety and depression. This is because our brains are wired to respond to threats. And when we're constantly bombarded with news about conflict and chaos, our nervous system goes into overdrive. By acknowledging the connection between global events and personal anxiety, we can start to build resilience and find ways to cope with the uncertainty that lies ahead. Thanks for watching at Zuri's Resilient Network.